This year, we reviewed two robot vacuums. One was the Narwal Freo Z Ultra and the other was the eufy S1 Pro. They can both vacuum and mop floors, both have multifunction base stations, and both cost about the same amount. I wondered, would anyone be on the fence about which one is the better buy? It just so happens that we have both robot vacuums. Why not do a comparison video to see who is better? Not only you guys, we are also curious. As a flagship robot vacuum under both brands, who has done a better job on the details? As usual, let's start with the appearance and design. Obviously, they have a completely different design philosophies. Narwal designed the Freo Z Ultra with the idea of, I want to find ways to help my customer save vertical space. That's why the station is so short, so you can put it in areas where there are height limitations, such as underneath a sink. And eufy's philosophy was the base station is always going to take up an area of your home anyway, so why not make it look good? That's why you can see the S1 Pro as a work of art, and it doesn't hurt the aesthetics of your home. And in fact, the overall size is even smaller than the Freo Z Ultra, just slightly taller. Well, about how to design it, they each have their own understanding, but functionally, the S1 Pro would be better. For example, this eco-clean ozone system. Ozone water is injected into the mop water tank inside the floor sweeper when it returns to the base station for water replenishment, then being used for cleaning the mop and washing the floor. Plus, with this transparent water tank, at a glance you can tell if the tank is running out of water. The higher base station also allows you to operate it without having to bend over. The LCD touch panel is also very clear, so unless you really need a robot vacuum that doesn't take up vertical space, then you will have to go with the Freo Z Ultra. Otherwise, the eufy S1 Pro is the better one, both in terms of the design and functionality. Now let's take a look at the robot vacuum itself. Much like the docking station, the Freo Z Ultra has a rather ordinary shape. The body is round with a protruding radar structure at the top and looks almost exactly like any other robot vacuum. On the contrary, the S1 Pro is a bit more unusual looking. It's not a traditional round or D shape. A rounded square body is very unique on robot vacuums. There's also no radar protruding from the top, giving the S1 Pro a very premium look. eufy says it's a sport car streamlined build. The square-shaped design ensures precise cleaning along the edges. With rounded edges enabling lateral movement capability, it ensures optimal cleaning of every corner. The lower height also allows the S1 Pro to get under shorter sofas or beds. And the only advantage of the Freo Z Ultra has when it comes to vacuuming is more suction power on paper. Let's flip the robot vacuum over and take a look at the mop structure on the bottom. The Freo Z Ultra's mopping cloth are also of a traditional design, using two mops that rotate to clean the floor with downward pressure as they go. Like the suction power, the downward pressure is also stronger with the Freo Z Ultra. Again, eufy has used a design we've never seen before. They've stuffed a 29cm roller mop into the S1 Pro and equipped it with an extra dirty water reservoir in the robot vacuum. Together with a 3-liter freshwater tank, the mop stays clean even without returning to the base station. I'm curious to see how this new design will actually perform during mopping sessions. Next, let's take a look at their eyes. One of the biggest selling points of the Freo Z Ultra is the double eyes. Dual 136 degrees cameras and dual AI chips makes its obstacle avoidance ability greatly improved. eufy S1 Pro has even more eyes. In addition to the regular RGB cameras, there are active binocular infrared cameras, which theoretically are less likely to be jammed than the RGB-only Freo Z Ultra, because they can get depth information and work well in low light. The S1 Pro's DTOF LiDAR, which is tucked away in the forehead, also assisted in the dark, while the Freo Z Ultra can only rely on that tiny LED light to illuminate the front. So just in terms of hardware, the eufy S1 Pro seems to be the superior device, but the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Let's see how they really perform. To test their vacuuming, mopping, and obstacle avoidance ability, we designed a hell of difficult scenarios. There are scenes that are very difficult for a robot vacuum, such as the dirt in the corner, hair on the carpet, ketchup and coffee on the floor. There are also a lot of gadgets to test their obstacle avoidance ability. At the end, we will check if they clean this 9 square meter area. Without further ado, let's start the game. First out of the gate was the Narwal Freo Z Ultra. It started off great, cleaning in the normal way following its planned route. The pen and charging cable were avoided normally, very smart. Just as it was about to clean the coffee area we had set up, it suddenly stopped and headed straight for the station. Oh, so it needed to go back and rehydrate? After it finished cleaning the coffee, it went back one more time to clean the ketchup area. And finally, it ended up cleaning the hair out of the carpet while our cameraman wasn't noticing. So how did it do in the end? Well, not really well. Other than the coffee and the hair area being cleaned, the rest of the area was pretty bad. Because it went back twice to clean them up, the ketchup had already air dried, resulting in it not being able to clean the area. The pans were all pushed down during the cleaning. There was also no way to clean the dirt hidden under the cabinet. Next, it was the turn of a eufy S1 Pro. I wonder if it can clean up this messy area. Now the S1 Pro is on its way. It looked around and after determining where it was, it started cleaning. It got to the coffee area faster than the Freo Z Ultra and got it all cleaned up very quickly. It followed the carpet area and also sucked up most of the hair very quickly as well. Then in one turn, it mopped up the ketchup too. Dust was also vacuumed all the way along the side of the cabinet. It didn't go back to the base station once the whole time, which means that its large 3-liter water tank really did its job in shortening the cleaning time. So how were the cleaning results? As with the Freo Z Ultra, the carpet was cleaned off the hair and coffee, but it still couldn't do anything with the dust under the cabinets. It didn't clean up completely, but it still sucked up most of the dirt compared to the Freo Z Ultra. The pen ended up touching down as well, so it seems that these two scenarios are still too difficult for the robot vacuum. The ketchup area was the area where the S1 Pro performed better. Even if the ketchup was air dried due to the Freo Z Ultra issue, it was able to mop up most of it. If you let the S1 Pro come out and sweep the ketchup immediately after it spills on the floor, I'm sure it should be able to clean the area completely. Actually, the result of this match is already obvious. There is no doubt that the eufy S1 Pro wins this contest, especially when it comes to mopping. The S1 Pro is the best robot vacuum I've seen for mopping the floor. In fact, I'm not surprised at all. In the hardware comparison section, I've already sensed that the S1 Pro is going to be the winner. It was the best robot vacuum in terms of both design and hardware. Actually, the Freo Z Ultra is already one of the best robot vacuums. It's just that S1 Pro is so good that it makes other robot vacuums look less great. If you have enough budget to buy a flagship robot vacuum, now you should know which one to buy. Right now, Black Friday is on sale. eufy S1 Pro is $500 off. That means you can pick up this flagship robot vacuum for less than $1,000 by December 8th, a very good deal. Don't forget to check their official websites. And we're from Gizmochina. See you next time.